So I'm in the shop today cleaning up a little, trying to get things organized and make it a little more productive. And I got to thinking about it. I was working on the lathe and I needed a piece of sandpaper. Use sandpaper, of course, to polish out burrs and try to get a more polished finish on it. So use different grits, and here in my shop I've got about 7 or 8 different grits, and what I use is this stuff. It's 2-inch tape. There's see, this is 100 grit. There's 50 yards of 2-inch tape on this roll, and it's great, but you know, they're all stacked up, you know, kind of right here, and I don't have a lot of counter space in the shop. I have that on purpose. I don't want stuff piled up on top of the counters. So what little space I have, I really need to protect. And so I'm thinking about it, and I'm trying to figure out what to do. And I realized I've got this area right here that I can put something there to hold this paper, or the sandpaper. So I think what I'm going to do, I don't want to drill into the block because nothing in a shop is, in most cases, or at least in this one, seems to be concrete. If a machine goes and another one comes in, it may not fit in the same space. I may have to move stuff around. So I want to try to make things as fluid and movable as possible. Well, if you look, you know, up here at the top of the concrete block, there's a ledge up there. And my thinking is to build a bracket that would hang over the top of this block down to about here, and I can put all this on and keep it out of the way. It'll make it easier to get to. I can change it out when I need to, and it'll keep it kind of out of the way in an area that I'm not using right now. So let's see what we can come up with. So you can see my layouts. And something I do is I put arrows which way the bend needs to occur. So down here, this bend will be, this first one here will be down, and then this next one will be up. So that way, this allows me to remember where all of my bends need to be and what direction I'm trying to bend it in. All right, y'all. So there's the bent bracket. You can see just a couple of 90-degree bends there to create a tab for it to hang off the block. A bend there to carry out, and then we did a little joggle here so that the rod will have a place to sit. Here you can see how the rod would sit in there. Now, because we're going to be pulling on things hanging on this rod, I want to make sure that this is secure, but I need it to be removable. So we're going to make a plate to go over the top of this. We'll drill and tap this so that we can thread like a butterfly nut into it, or bolt, and that'll put tension on this and hold it to keep it from coming out of the joggle. So the only other thing I may do is I may put a angled brace in here just to help hold that weight so that we can, keep this piece here from tipping down the more weight that's put on it. There it is, y'all. You can see hooks over the top of the blocks, comes down. Now on the other side, I centered this bolt in the center, but on this side I put it off to the side because I want to be able to flip this out of the way without having to take it completely off. So now I can put it on like that, tighten this down. That bar's not going anywhere. Right now I've got the 3 on here. I've got like 5 more to put on there. And the reason I didn't weld this bar or supports in between it up there is because I can come in, I can put a longer bar in if I get more rolls of sandpaper. So without knowing exactly how many rolls I'm going to need over the life of this tool, I want to be able to adjust it as needed. But yeah, I think that'll do the job. Hey YouTube, how's it going today? Appreciate y'all watching, appreciate you following along. This was a little different. It was a little shop tool that it was going to help me out and hopefully make things a little easier for me. So I appreciate y'all coming along with me. Sorry it wasn't a little more detailed. The material I used was 2" by 1/8" flat bar, and then the dial was a 1/2" round bar, cold rolled. But lost some of the video footage when I talked about the material that I was using when I was bending it, and then when I made the bracket was actually made out of a piece of 2x6 rectangular tubing that I had in the trash can. It was a cut from when we made the farm gates a while back, and I just cut it in half, cleaned it off, and reused it. So not wasting material, still getting something good out of it, and able to use it to help me later on. Again, sorry this is so short. I've got some videos on my phone that I'm trying to get edited, but for some reason the editing software is not finding them in my photo log, so I'm trying to figure all that out. I don't know if any of you have the same problem. I do all my videos and editing on my phone, and I've gone through about 7 phones in the past year, and in my line of work, I just cannot find a phone that's holding up, and so they end up with problems. But so I've got the video footage, I just can't get the video software program to recognize it so I can edit it, and I apologize for that. But I appreciate y'all coming along. I appreciate you being part of this journey with me, and hope this was helpful. Like I said, it's just a quick little shop project, but something I needed. Thought you might be interested. So take care. Hope you're having a blessed day. I know it's another day in paradise here. Catch you on the next one.